Hi, I'm Fida Georges. I'm with Catch the Wave of Hope, a nonprofit organization fighting child sex trafficking. When I say the words human trafficking, what comes to mind? Children being sold in Thailand or kids kidnapped and locked in cages? This is what most people picture when in fact they are not as common as you think. This is just how the media and Hollywood portray it. The truth about human trafficking is that many victims are lured with false promises of financial or emotional security, when instead they are forced or coerced into commercial sexual exploitation, domestic servitude, or other types of forced labor. According to U.S. law, anyone under the age of 18 who is persuaded to perform a commercial or sexual act is a victim of human trafficking, regardless of whether it's forced, fraud, or coercion. Nowadays, criminal organizations such as gangs are luring children from school into commercial sexual trafficking. The recruiters are often the same age as the children they are luring in. The average age of individuals being recruited is between 12 to 14 years old. This doesn't only happen in foreign countries or seedy alleyways. It could happen right next door.
How was your guys' tournament a few weekends ago?
It was okay. We won.
Yeah. Yo!
Took the dub.
Excuse me, girls. Do you know where the dock is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one like 2 miles down the road. Take a right?
Just up here to the right?
Yeah.
Thanks. One more thing. Would you like to go to a party later?
Our curfew is 8.
Well, my buddy's an influencer, and there's going to be a lot of people there and a bunch of alcohol, so maybe you guys can sneak out and give me a call.
You said there's going to be booze there?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is an example of a Romeo pimp or lover boy tactic. This is when somebody notices you for the first time, gets to know you, asks you about your hopes and dreams, as well as your doubts and fears. This stage could last weeks, months, and even years. They build a relationship that you trust and feel comfortable in, while secretly assessing your vulnerabilities and identifying any needs that are not being met. The child becomes comfortable with the individual and is under the assumption this is a genuine relationship that is loving and makes them feel accepted and cared about for the first time in their life. Then they focus on all the vulnerabilities you unveiled in the past. They buy you whatever you want, provide romance, well-being, and a sense of unconditional love. They often disguise themselves as boyfriends or girlfriends and are not considered strangers anymore. They make you feel secure, safe, and they boost your self-esteem. They help you get your hair done, nails done, or give you drugs and alcohol. It feels as though your life is the best it has ever been at this point, and you might even think it's too good to be true. Next begins the manipulation and coercion. They start to pull away that love and affection that they previously provided for you. Then they give it back and pull it away again. They make you question what you have done wrong, and then use these situations to manipulate you to do things you are not comfortable with. Before you know it, you are so far down the rabbit hole, it feels like there is no escape. At this point, they will say you owe them for everything you received in the relationship. They explain that pornography and prostitution is a great way to make the money to pay back and go back to the wonderful life promised. Remember, this is all a calculated game for them. The only way we win this fight is to be prepared, be aware, and if you see something, say something.
I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you want. Yeah, you get what you please. We about to get it on.
This is an example of how traffickers often use false job advertisements. Traffickers use offers of employment or travel to lure vulnerable people into sex trafficking. They tell you that they are a legitimate business and are recruiting young models, people who are interested in massage therapy, or a quick way to make cash, lots of cash. Once you arrive, everything important is taken from you, and the process of breaking in begins. During this stage, you are emotionally, psychologically, and physically abused through means such as rape, torture, threats, and degradation. These individuals witness extreme violence and even murders of other victims early on, so they quickly become compliant if they want to survive. So know what you can do. Moving forward, just keep these 5 steps in mind. Know the warning signs. Educate yourself and others. Talk to your peers and family if something is going on. Protect your personal information when online. And most importantly, build up your self-esteem and encourage those around you. Personal empowerment and true self-confidence are 2 things traffickers have no chance against.